Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 49. After the turnover, here's Herbert, forced out to his left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Jets nothing. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to
that throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
And the Chargers first down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended target was Chris Godwin. That'll bring up second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Again, Herbert.
Herbert has it knocked free.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
10 at their own 33-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
That one good for 21 yards. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
47-yard line.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7.
Albert Rosas set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 1st and 10, Herbert throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
The play fake to Eckler. It's Herbert.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown.
From 8 yards out, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Chargers 14, Jets 7. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Right back to him on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Airing one out for Crowder. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Herbert off of play action. Going deep here for Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the gun, Herbert Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun. Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st down, Chargers.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Herbert. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Taken down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards of 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers 17. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Nucc Szn for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run the option. Jordan Reed has it. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now, because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So the face mask, quite a blessing there, as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Chargers 24, Jets 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Nucc Szn to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Herbert escaping the pressure right. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Jets take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Out of the gun now on third down. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20.
Ready for
and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, LA. Chris Godwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Badgley on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Jets 17. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's the option. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Right back to him on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the Chargers.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 15. There he goes, right side.
Bring in the second string.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Michael Badgley.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
What's going on, guys?
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.